Guys, so just super quick, if you are already familiar if you have a very strong grasp on nature and essence, then you can skip these bonus episodes here. But remember, like what I really want, it's so important. We're going back. This is a logic course, right? It's a logic course, Aristotelian, Thomistic, kind of Aquinas-esque, right? Style of logic. That is just to say classical logic. However, remember, this logic course is a lot more philosophical than what we would consider to be modern logic courses because this we're trying to show that when we learn, when we train under the discipline of logic, that we're actually trying to get to the truth about reality. Remember, we're not just saying that logic is something that's pragmatic. It's not a tool that's good for its pragmatic purposes, though it is pragmatic. But remember, we also believe that, or at least I'm convinced of, I'll just say it that way, that when we study logic, that we're also just using it as a tool to discover truths about reality, not just because it's pragmatic, but we're discovering truths that correspond to reality. That is just to say, we're really discovering truth in the most robust sense of that word. Um, so again, if you already have a very solid grasp on nature's essences, right, kind of a moderate realist metaphysics, right, then you can skip these lectures. But if you don't, right, and if you're somebody that just wants to brush up again on that, then I'm going to highly suggest that you listen to these lectures. Now, you may be in a classroom setting where I'm not giving you that option, right? If you've already got word from me, it's not an option. You've got to listen to this anyway. Maybe it's a normal 15-week course and not a short session, right? You don't have the option. You got to listen to it. But if you're already solid on that, then you don't have to. Remember, when you're reading through the Kreft text here, um, the sections 1 through 4. Let me look at this real quick. Yeah, sections 1 through 4. That is in the introduction. Well, I think it's the introduction. Anyway, it's where we're talking about uh, in the context of natures and essences, where we're talking about that in the text. This is going to be highly beneficial because this lecture, the lectures you're about to listen to, have to do with natural law theory. Now, natural law theory is an ethical theory, but its basis is the existence of natures and essences. So when you listen to this, I'm not so much concerned that you grasp natural law theory, right? You may have had that in our ethics course or intro to philosophy course that I've taught, something like that. But you're going to be able to understand you're going to get a much more robust grasp on the concept of natures, essences, universals, that kind of thing, which is going to help you understand how this fits into classical Aristotelian logic. So again, as I note on the slide here, your concern is not so much natural law theory, but understanding what is meant by nature or essence. So again, just soak this up. Just listen, soak it up, what it means to say that something has a nature or essence. Um, so I'm not going to have an intro on those two classroom lectures where I talk about natural law theory. This is the intro for that. So just get ready. That's what it has to deal with. It's just trying to help you understand natures and essences and that sort of thing, right? Before as we round out this course, because right now, remember what we're doing is we're going back to the beginning, right? We're going back to those assumptions, those presuppositions that logic, Aristotelian, classical logic rests upon. Now, you could still use it even if things don't have a nature or essence. That's not the point. The point is we're not just concerned with being a pragmatic tool, but if it really is a tool about discovering reality, then these are some of the presuppositions and the assumptions that you can know the nature or the essence of a thing, right? And if you're like, again, I don't know what a nature or essence of a thing is, I don't know what it means to say universal. That's the point of this. In this discussion on natural law theory, I go into natures and essences because natural law theory also is built on that, right? It's kind of a package deal, right? Aristotelianism, Thomism, moderate realism, it's kind of a package deal. So that's why we're listening to these bonus lectures. So without any further ado, go ahead and listen to those. This was just your intro to that.